Those who follow me will prosper. If you believe that, you believe anything. That's right.
I know what fish is doing that. Oh, the master, that must be.
Oh, they're all masters.
First of all, Paul Darrow, whom I'm sure you all recognise.
Yes, but I haven't changed a bit.
Do you want to come up and have a few words, Paul?
Oh.
You're quite happy there.
No, I'll have a few words. Thanks, Inspector.
Right, I've paid mine. If you believe that, you believe anything. I was late, so if this has started late, which I believe it has, just to... You can't blame me.
You'd like to.
You'd like to. But it really was my fault, because I drove the pretty way here. It's sort of via Portugal. It was a lovely drive, and I pulled up outside and they said, leave the car, come now. But I rang the lady at the desk and said, is there anyone there from Who's 7? And she said in a very anxious voice, they're all over the hotel. She said, do you want to know anything about it? I said no. And then I got lost again, and I had to ring her up, and I said who I was, and she said, never heard of you. And, no, she didn't say that, but she never had. Anyway, eventually I arrived, so I'll accept some responsibility, shall I, for our being a little late. However, better late than never, or all's well that ends well, as something that's right. I would like to welcome you all here. Doubtless Mr. Thomas will do the same, but he probably take much longer. And if Mr. Tudman were here, and he will be tomorrow, he'd probably burst into tears. But I shan't. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I shall hopefully have a wonderful weekend. And I look forward to greeting all of you. Isn't that polite? There's always a critic. Who's crying? Gareth. They didn't know you were here, love. Poor thing. His name's not Blake, is it, by any chance? Because if it is, it's all an illusion. And if it's Avon, you're okay, because you're safe with me. Have a nice weekend.
Actually, probably many of you might not realise, but actually this is the first time that I've met Gareth and Mr. Avon. I actually worked on the show for about 4 years. It might seem very strange, but I never ever met anybody. Never met any of the actors, because I was a backroom boy, as you probably know. And I worked totally separately in different studios, and only brought the props and the models to the studio to be filmed. So hence we've never actually met, although of course we worked on the show for many years together. But thank you, I hope you all have a nice time, and I shall be hopefully giving you a little insight shortly in a slideshow into the sort of things that I did for the shows. Thank you.
We professional actors don't need microphones. Starters would mean to carry on. Welcome. You must remember, at any convention, anywhere, we are here to say thank you to you, because without you, we don't exist. Let's have a great weekend. And I'm always in the bar.
They know.
Last convention I went to, we drank the bar dry.
I don't even pretend to try and work without a microphone. I was the makeup designer on the 3rd series. I worked on the 2nd series and some of the 1st series as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't work on the 4th one because I was already working with Patrick Stewart on a different series. So, yeah. So I didn't get the chance to do the 4th series, but I brought a lot of my photographs with me. I've got all sorts of bits and pieces because recently I've handed in a manuscript to Virgin Publishing, and we have a book called Blake 7, The Inside Story. We've gone to 40 or 50 people. We've got stories from people that I didn't even know were still around. We've got We've got lots of drawings, original costume drawings. We've got sketches from people like Ian Scoons, who's dipped into his own portfolio and given me originals. We've had people who have found all sorts of wonderful things for us. The book will be out in April, but I brought a few of the illustrations with me. I've photocopied stuff because the originals obviously are precious and obviously are with Virgin Publishing right now, and I hope they're looking after them. So if any of you would like to see some of these things, I'll have them with me for most of the time. So Ruth, if you don't mind, I maybe pop up to my room and get those now, so I can carry them with me. And then if anybody wants to see any of those, just stop me. I'll probably be in the bar, but not quite as close to it as Gareth Thomas.
And the final entrant is the Cybermen. Maybe not.
Very large, very large.